Well, here we are. It's November, a month where we celebrate Thanksgiving. And somewhere in between football, family, and way too much food, we'll probably find some time to remember to be thankful, hopefully. In the Bible, in 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, it says this: be joyful always, pray continually, and give thanks in all circumstances. Okay, let's think about this. Be joyful always, pray continually, and give thanks no matter what. This verse sounds amazing if only we could live by it, right? I think it might be safe to say that for many of us, the reality of this verse would probably sound a little more like this. Rejoice sometimes, for sure an hour on Sundays when we make it to church. Pray occasionally, especially when someone is sick or I need something or someone needs something. And give thanks when something really great happens or when we celebrate Thanksgiving. You know, I don't know about you, but it seems like the buzz lately is talking a lot about gratitude. But what is it exactly, and is it worthy of the buzz? Take a listen to this. Gratitude, it involves being thankful, but it's more than that. It's actually an attitude of appreciation under any circumstance. This month here in Life Academy, we are going to focus on gratitude. Now, before you shut this off and think, oh, this is so boring, I've heard this 100 times, I want you to think about this. If you are living your life right now and you're not happy with something in it, this is for you. Why? Because I'm going to help you rewire your brain so that you can live a life that I'd like to call thanks living. And if you take this journey with me, I promise you that your life is going to change. So let's get started. I want to start with this. What does everyone want? If I was to ask you this question, what would be your answer? Maybe I should ask it in this way. If you're a parent, what is the one thing you want for your kids? We want them to be happy, right? There was a study done by a group of hospice nurses, and they asked their patients at the end of their lives, what do you wish you would or could have done differently? And you know what almost everyone said? I wish I could have found more happiness. Some of the other top things that everyone said was, I wish I would have stopped living for the opinion of others. I wish I would have spent less time working and chasing after things that didn't matter. Now, what if I told you that everything you need to be happy, everything you need to live a life filled with joy is inside of you, right here in this moment? Your happiness, it can and will be found within you. We're going to be specific and we're going to focus specifically on gratitude for ourselves. Now, before you tune me out, here's why. Because this is where it begins. Almost every single one of us has learned to treat other people in our lives better than we treat ourselves. And we've come to believe in this notion of I'll be happy when. Imagine with me for a second. I want you to think about your own life, okay? Do you say this to yourself? Well, when the kids are out of diapers, then I'll be happier. Or when the kids go off to college, we'll have more money. Or when I lose 20 pounds, I'll be happier. Or I'll get the promotion. Or when I find the good spouse. Or when I finish school. Whatever blanks you fill in, we all do it. And it never ends. I'm guilty of it. I know you're guilty of it too. And this is it. This is the ultimate reason why your life and my life sometimes is not filled with peace and contentment. It's because our minds and our lives have been trained to believe that happiness is going to await us on the other side. The other side of what? The other side of our goals, the other side of our, dreams. Here's the thing. When we get to the other side, most of the time, our happiness still seems out of reach, or the happiness that we do experience only lasts for a short period of time. The one thing that I know for sure is that there is something that can heal our endless chasing. And this is a daily practice, a lifelong practice using the power of gratitude. So here it is. We have your present right now, and we have your future. And then between your present and your future, you have all this space in between. And this space in between, for a lot of us, it's our I'll be happy when space. right? Most people live in this I'll be happy when space day after day, year after year, and sometimes for their entire life. If this is resonating with you, if you're feeling a little attacked right now, it's okay. It's probably a good thing. And you need to hear this because it will change your life if you grasp this concept. What if we dropped our I'll be happy when syndrome and the chase for more, and we started to believe that we are enough, just as we are? Did you hear that? You are enough, just as you are, right here in this moment. And the sooner you begin to believe this, the happier and more joy you'll have in your life. Now you might be asking yourself, how can I do this? You want to know how to change it? Here's the key. Instead of making the space in between your present and your future, your happy, I'll be happy when space, you start here. You make that space of, look how far I've come. And these two can work hand in hand. You see, goals and dreams and desires to be different, they're all really, really good. But without the consciousness and knowing that you are enough, knowing your value, knowing your worth, and being grateful for the journey that you've lived this far, it can lead to an unfulfilled and unhappy life. But if you can train yourself to pay attention not just to where you're going, but also where you've been, then you begin to focus on what you have instead of focusing on what you don't have or what you lack. Think about this for 1 minute. If you can, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and just think about how far you have come. Think about all of the obstacles you have conquered. Think about all of the things you have accomplished. You have survived 100% of every terrible thing that has happened in your life. That's amazing. You should be celebrating that. Do you feel what you're feeling right now? This is what's important. The feelings that are associated with your past, when they are good. Can you feel that? Can you feel what happens when you actually think about all of the good things that you have been through, all of the bad things that you've been through where good has come out of it? This is the beginning. Each week, what we're going to do is we're going to focus on one area of your life. Then by the end of the month, you're going to be able to put these areas together, and hopefully your perspective will help you refocus. The Bible says in Proverbs 17:22, a cheerful heart is good medicine. Gratitude will give you a cheerful heart. Now, I want you to think right now about 3 things that can be events or people, something that has happened in your personal life that you're grateful for. 3 things, 3 people, 3 situations. Doesn't matter if it's past or present, big or small. As long as you feel the appreciation, that's what matters. Okay? 3 things you're grateful for right now. Remember, this isn't about the list. It's about the feelings associated with each memory, each person, or each thing you're grateful for. Now you take these 3 things and you feel them. You feel the good in them. You feel the love in them, and you let it fill you completely. This week, what you're going to do every day, you're going to think of 3 new things, and you're going to remember the feelings that are associated with these things, and you are going to be grateful for them. There's going to be an auto recording linked in the comments of this video that you can use to get started. What's going to happen is I'm going to guide you through this, but eventually you're going to be able to do this all on your own, and it's only going to take a minute or 2 every day. This is the beginning of a new beginning, a new reality that soon you will begin to see changing right before your eyes. And if you put in the work, this practice will make a difference, not only in your life, but in the lives around you. Because the more you practice gratitude, the better you get at it. And the more your brain gets used to this practice, it will adjust, and your focus of gratitude will automatically rewire your brain so it will naturally notice the good things. And it's not even going to take that much effort. So let's get into it. I will see you next time.